Gabby Milito has a big decision to make, and we're going to talk about that situation. It could change the course of the Chivas team in the coming days. Stay here with me and we'll talk about it. And we'll talk specifically about this topic, about this whole situation. I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you very much for being here with me to talk about the latest regarding the local team. What do you think about it? Well, go to the comments and we'll talk about it next. So without further ado, let's start this video with the latest news about Chivas. A crucial and fundamental situation is coming for Chivas. A surgical decision that Coach Gabby Milito has to make. Coach Gabby Milito has to make it. Who are those players he's going to bring up? Who will they be? And it really has to be surgical. It really has to be precise. Because from that point on, a lot of things will start moving. To begin with, at the time of recording this video, maybe by the time you watch it, it already happened, but at the time of recording this video, the call-up list isn't out yet. So it's not confirmed who will be leaving Chivas. But from there, Gabby Milito will have to decide which players he's going to put on the first team. And it's fundamental because that's literally what they'll use to compete for the title. I don't think some of them can be considered to be starters. I really don't see that happening anytime soon. But obviously, with the pace of the matches, more than one of them will get some minutes and will have to step up to help solve whatever situation Chivas might face. So, the issue is definitely complex. It's a very precise decision that Gabby Milito has to make. The only one who is confirmed for now, more than confirmed actually, he's one of those who has been consistently moving up. Well, there's Aguayo and Samarinda, who I think are the two that have even appeared on the bench. Aguayo has already had some minutes, and so has Samir. The rest, maybe Angel Chavez would come next, but that really depends on whether Luis Romo leaves or not, right? For example, whether they'll need a center back or not. Anyway, I still have some doubts about it. Surely Milito won't. And during the week, we'll get to know which players he'll have to put in there. But of course, it's a very precise surgical decision that he has to handle. The Chivas coaching staff has to handle this in the coming days. In fact, in today's training session, everyone was still there, or rather, everyone trained, right? While the players haven't been named yet, Tala, Richie, Brian, and Hormiga reported to work. They were there, they were training at Vertival, and with a chance to find out what their future will be. Or to confirm what we already assume is going to happen. There is good news, and Milito himself mentioned it, regarding Jose Castillo. Regarding Sipu, both players are expected to be available for the weekend. That they can already be used. In fact, this part about the playoffs being week to week is going to help Chivas. The doubts are about Danny Aguirre, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. He left the field practically in tears. That situation doesn't look very good, but in the end, that's how things are. Chivas will have to make do with what they have. And of course, the recovery of Shepu and Castillo are great news for the team. In the same way, the schedules for the match times are already confirmed. Let me just find them here. Let me find them and I'll show them to you next. Because the league has already announced these matchups about how and when they're going to take place. Well, I can't find the statement, but I do have the note here. Give me a second. Here it is. The match against Chivas will be on Saturday, May 2nd at 7 p.m., or rather, Tigres versus Chivas at the Universitario. 7 p.m. Saturday, May 2nd at the Universitario. That same day, Atlas versus Cruz Azul at the Jalisco at 9:15. For Sunday, America versus Pumas at the Azteca at 5 p.m. And that same day, Toluca versus Pachuca at the Nemesio Diaz at 7:15 p.m. The second leg matches. Saturday, May 9th, Chivas versus Tigres at the Akron at 7 p.m. The second leg of Cruz Azul versus Atlas at 9:15 at the Banorte. Then, on Sunday at 5 p.m., Pachuca against Toluca at the Hidalgo. And that same day at 7:15, Pumas versus America. That's how it stands then. The schedule for the matches in this playoff that are already set. And just to remind all of you, they will be from Saturday to Saturday. That's how these matches have been scheduled in Mexican football.
Bueno.
Well, I should also mention that the Chivas team will be training this week at Verde Valle. It won't be until Friday when they head to Monterrey. It will be on that day when they leave for the city of Monterrey. And Chivas has already released some packages for the quarterfinal games. Quarterfinals, right? The quarterfinal games regarding ticket sales and all that. So, well, let's see what happens. So, well, at least for now, Chivas still hasn't announced the training schedule. But it will surely be in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Verde Valle. So if you want to come by for photos and all that, well, you know that some players always come out there. And they're very, very attentive to the fans. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, and liking. See you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye. Bye.